Guys, Furious posted a video which I'm in love with, and Anomali posted one as well. I did a reaction to the Furious video. You should check that out. However, what I wanted to address is a lot of people, even Furious, say I didn't address the CS2 issues back then the correct way. However, if we go to my first tweet, which was 25th of March, the days after I came back from, I think it was Mongolia. That's when I found out about CS2 beta release. I instantly tried it. We were at Yaramari, Mongolia. I tried the game and I instantly said that I'll get so much hate for how noob friendly and bad it is. 64 tick, no bunny hop, movement downgrade, skill downgrade, deagle too easy to use, radar showing sound. So if somebody says no feedback, this is feedback that I think the game is bad because she has 64 tick still. Do I need to like code 128 tick whole game and send it to him for it to be good feedback? No bunny hop, good feedback. So reapply bunny hop and fix the movement downgrade, skill downgrade in a way that shooting has been randomized with the netgraph, with the registry, with the subtick, and deagle easy to use because now you can run and spam it. Rather showing sound, I dislike that. It doesn't impact the game. Maybe I was wrong about this. It doesn't impact the game for somebody who already knows the game, but it does make it easier for noobs to learn like where can you hear, where can't you, because without this thing you would have to realize yourself like when I'm in shadow I can hear the guy apps over here, so okay, when I go next time apps I shouldn't move past this point. You know, it's gonna take you longer to learn which sounds can be heard where, but if you have that thing like drawn, then you can easily learn. I don't think easy learning should be good for a game. I think the more you play, the more you learn certain parts and small tricks, and not having this thing like there to easily teach you and easy to learn smokes and abuse. Guys, pin comment, $3K in giveaways, go join, free to join, check out the pin comment fast. I'm more of a fan of people who spend a lot of time learning smokes and making those tutorials, and then people go find those tutorials, watch them, learn the smokes, Now anybody can learn any smokes any way they can. You won't have like those special people who thought about new smokes, new flashes, you know, spent countless of hours learning it to create content around it and provide it to people. So I love the Furious video, but I'm just now addressing that I'm getting all the hate even to this day from people like Richard Lewis and all these, you know, people who are like gold novas like Aquarius, Gabe, these guys who never played the game, never were good at the game. They're all spending like a lot of time hating on me directly for having a different opinion about CS2 compared to their opinion is based off 0 hours played, 0 skill, having 45 years old and writing articles about people, having no knowledge about the game at all. But then you see people who are good at the game coming out all the time and making posts saying, yo, we didn't expect it to be this bad. But they have waited 9 months to come to the same conclusion I came the first few days. I don't have big faith in Valve fixing stuff fast. I think it's gonna take them 2-3 years. That's why I said start crying sooner, so maybe the community together can pressure them to sooner make changes.
Do you think it's likely that Valve get on the right path in your view in terms of CS2? Do you think it's likely that CS2 will get better?
I think it will 100% the same way as CSGO got, but it takes a lot of crying and a lot of like, you know, complaining for them to do it. But they will eventually do it. But I would like you guys and everybody to complain more now so we can get it moving faster and we can all enjoy a better game faster. It's like, I'm not being negative because I don't want a new game. I'm being negative because I want a better game. After this, I started doing CS2 opinion. Sorry, I'm not on the hype train. It's still 64 tick with the new system in play. You feel when you play it, smoke have colors, less comms and skill. Other pros agreed on this. When you have a brown smoke or a blue smoke, you can easily know who threw that smoke. Did your teammate fail it or did they smoke it? You can on your own see it, removing communication and that part of skill. Communication is a skill as well in the game. Easy to learn smoke, I'm addressing that again. Radar has sound, addressing slower game, easier to aim, play, like it's slower in a way that when you're moving everything's slower and stuff. When somebody's peeking you, he's like 200 miles an hour. Movement downgrade still there, less tricks, less movement tricks like, you know, Monesi when he would go in the Mirage window, the fast movement, like, you know, with the bunny hop, and then he would like kill the guy holding the hole. You know, you could do that type of movement tricks, which would take hours and hours to learn. I never knew that move, and Monesi knew. And I spent like 10K hours in the game. So that's the things I say about movement. It takes skill to be that good at the movement. Noob friendly to attract more players to play. Just don't like it, different taste, opinion, nothing to be mad. And then since this day, it's almost a year, I've been getting hate daily for it. Then people again say I didn't make like good feedback. I made a video whole explaining everything about my thoughts on the game and what I think needs to be fixed. I can't go and code the game when you say, Loba, it's gonna take 10 years to fix the game, or CSGO was bad 10 years ago. Like, bro, you make $1 billion from the game in a year. You need to deliver us a good game from the start, and not us wait for what, it's a year since the beta for you to, like, you gave nothing since the beta, like nothing. What, 5 maps? The subtick is still trash, dying behind walls, people are hitting each other, bugging out, throwing grenades is delayed. When you throw grenades, like, you jump and you do like this, and then like after a second it's thrown. You're still, I don't know, everything's wrong, dying behind walls and all that stuff. Like, the boosting on players is still broken. Like, if you have a teammate on the wall on banana, you want to boost on him up, you can't. You're like getting stuck on him and stuff. And the major is coming. The cheating on the major you saw, insane. No anti-cheat as well, all this stuff. I even wrote this, like, why is everybody mad? I have a different opinion. Nothing will change. Nothing changed about my opinion. Nothing impacted the game. Nothing happened. But it's not for the better, it's for the worse, because now everybody's complaining. So when I said complain way back, I think I was right. And then about the net graph, when I said if it's subtick and if it's 128 tick or whatever, why did they hide the net graph? This is where the smartest person in the world came, like, there's nothing to hide. What are these conspiracies? Bro, after this, it was proven that it's 64 tick. This person didn't agree it's 64 tick. This guy was selling you source 2 and hyping up something that's broken. So again, they never added the net graph because everybody would see it's still 64 tick, which is proven to this day. As well, did another video, I think here, where I talk about CS2, and that's when Pimp started jumping on the hate train versus me, retweeting my stuff and all that BM stuff, even saying to kill myself and stuff like that.
No one gives a f***. You can kill yourself. You can kill yourself in those f***ing cars for all I care, right? Obviously, you're not going to, hopefully. Stay safe in that regard. But nobody gives a f***. But when you use your platform to inspire people to be douchebags in Counter-Strike, that's where I draw the line. Does that make sense?
So he started it way back here simply because I'm having my opinion. Like, if you don't like my opinion, you can just go block and stop, you know, reading, watching, whatever. Yeah, that's all I had to say. If you want, you can watch these 2 videos. Watch the Furious video. I'll have the reaction on my channel, so you can check that out. And if anybody disagrees or anybody thinks we have something better or they're gonna release something better, I honestly think you shouldn't have your hopes up. Maybe they release a case for these skin fanboys, because the game kind of turned into a skin game where there's less and less people playing it, there's less and less people watching pro games, and there's more and more cheaters. And the only thing that's happening on Twitter about CS is like what skin is sold for how much and who's getting which skin and who unboxed what. You have no more content with games, with gameplay, with anything, and more people are quitting the game, and less people are trying to go pro, trying to grind the game, enjoying the game and playing. Even places like Face It are completely dead. This is like 16 lobbies. That's nothing for a price of $13K dollars, and this is all you get. 16 lobbies in 5 afternoon. So it's very bad. Like, you go to CSGO here hub, there's more people playing it. Look at this, because one lobby here takes 10 people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 10 players. There's already here more people playing it than there is over there in the clan. So there's not a lot of people grinding the game. And when you face it, takes a long time to find the game. So hopefully Valve will do something, but I don't believe they're going to do anything quick. It's going to take 2-3 years at least, sadly. Recording a small part after, I don't know where the editor will add this, but I just want to be clear about one thing. I'm not doing this to get you guys to feel sorry for me for all the hate for the last 1 year, 9 months, and at the end everything I said was right. I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it to address that sometimes longer run some people can be right. Don't jump too fast to conclusions on the hate simply because somebody has a different opinion. It doesn't hurt me. It's just like tweets, comments, random stuff. Doesn't hurt, but it's just annoying because it keeps happening even on stream, even everywhere. And then you have people like Richard Lewis jumping in on that, adding more fuel. And then even though they're wrong, they keep adding fuel. And then it's just like bottling. And then they keep making up other lies, other stuff. And then it's like, you know, overwhelming. I don't care. I'm used to it now. But to somebody else to do that, or to me in 2K17, 18, it would be different, you know, because I wouldn't be used to it by now and have the experience I have. So just be good to other people, other streamers, because not everybody can deal with the hate hate and all the comments. Like even when Blast and the PGL weren't giving me co-streaming rights, I wasn't complaining because they're not giving it to me. I was complaining because today they don't give it to me, but tomorrow it can be somebody else, like it is now. It's Kenny S, it's Olaf Meister, it's multiple other great streamers who are not getting rights from Blast and PGL. So that's why I was crying back then when it was happening to me. So I don't cry because stuff is happening to me and like, oh, I'm sad. I'm crying because tomorrow it can happen to you, to your favorite streamer, to other people, if you don't fight when you see that something is not fair. You understand? So the demo banning that's happening on PGL is not fair, and I'm complaining about that, not because they now maybe ban the real cheater. I'm crying because tomorrow they could ban a wrong cheater, somebody who's not cheating. Like it could have happened to Doc, to Robs, to Zaivu, to Flusher. Like Robs and Zaivu weren't famous, or the tier 1 pros when they were accused on Reddit and everywhere for cheating through the demos. You understand? So that's why I mentioned some things, because they can make a mistake. It's a system where they can make a mistake and it can destroy somebody's life or future. That's why I mentioned these things, and I mentioned the unfairness because tomorrow, as I say now, it's happening to Olaf, it's happening to Kenny S. They're not getting rights for Blast or PGL or whatever other event.
They just don't want me to costume the event. Okay, you know what I did, Loba? I costumed the event without asking anyone, and they send me message.
So mention that, fight for that. Don't hate when somebody has a different opinion from you, because tomorrow you can hurt your favorite streamer or your favorite personality or whatever, you know? So just be nice. You know how I'm nice? Say number 4 and I'll tell you something.